Hello, friends. The cobra's bite is a swift lunge of a mouth armed with poisonous teeth. It is a blow delivered at incredible speed. Cool, right? But there is a snake that can compete with the cobra for the title of the most poisonous reptile. The taipan is the terminator of the reptile world. In this video, we'll tell you about the taipan and about a few of the other most ferocious snakes. So, let's begin. Usually, poisonous snakes don't grow too big, but the taipan is the exception. On average, it reaches 2 meters in length. But once in a while, you can come across a real giant, a snake that's 3 meters long. That's 3 meters of very strong muscles. With their help, the taipan can move at lightning speed. The speed of the taipan's blow is 3 to 3.5 seconds. But the main thing is, of course, the venom. The taipan is the world's most venomous land snake. In general, living things need venom for one of two things: either for self-defense or for hunting. For hunting, it is important for the venom to work quickly, but it doesn't need to be too strong. After all, you need much weaker venom to overcome a mouse or a gopher than you would need to overcome a horse or a bear. As such, if the snake doesn't have too many large predators living in its area, its venom is usually fast-acting but not too strong. When analyzing the taipan's venom, you get the impression that it needs to defend itself against real monsters or Tyrannosaurus. The taipan's venom is incredibly strong. The cobra's bite is dangerous even for an elephant. Well, the taipan's venom is 50 times stronger than the cobra's. The venomous glands contain between 120 and 400 milligrams of the toxic substance. The snake controls the amount of venom it injects and uses about 40 milligrams per bite. Theoretically, this amount is enough to kill tens of thousands of mice at the same time. As for people, there is only one way to survive a taipan's bite: to inject an antidote within minutes after the bite. Even about 2 milligrams of the venom has a destructive effect on the human body, not to mention 40. But how does the venom actually work? It's a neurotoxin. It blocks the transmission of nerve signals, because of which the lungs simply stop working. There's also a number of other side effects. For example, damage to the blood vessels and internal organs. It is precisely because of this complex action that the venom is so dangerous. And the cherry on top of the cake when describing this snake is its personality. The taipan is aggressive and spiteful, and immediately attacks with the slightest annoyance. The cobra is much less aggressive, and its venom is not as strong. So the question is, why is it that the cobra is considered the queen of the snakes? Objectively, it loses to its Australian competitor in every way. The thing is that the coolest cobra, called the king cobra, actually hunts other snakes, especially the venomous ones. While other reptiles have chosen to hunt rodents and other small game, this cobra has chosen to hunt other predators, which requires skill, courage, and incredible reaction speed. On average, the length of the king cobra is about 4 meters, but it can also reach 5.5 meters and even more. It lives throughout southern and Southeast Asia, where it terrifies other snakes. Once in a while, the snake also snacks on someone warm-blooded. Although the reptile is relatively light, it is the largest of all venomous snakes on the planet. But of course, the main weapon of the king cobra is the venom. It is a powerful neurotoxin. As in the case with the taipan, it paralyzes the transmission of signals along the nervous system, which leads to lung arrest. What does a confrontation between the king cobra and another snake look like? It is an epic duel. Of course, the other reptile tries to fight back, bites, and even aims for the aggressor's eyes. But the king cobra has excellent resistance to venom. The cobra usually releases several doses of its venom at once. In one bite, it can release up to 600 milligrams, which is dangerous even to an adult Indian elephant. However, not all animals are defenseless against the king cobra. There is a known case of when a python managed to suffocate the cobra before the venom had its final effect. Probably for this reason, some of the snakes prefer to act at a distance. We're talking about the spitting cobra. When this cobra notices an aggressor or just a creature that it doesn't like, it rises, spreads its hood, and if the distance allows it, shoots a jet of poison right at the enemy. The distance of the shot is up to 2 meters. The snake aims right at the eye. On contact with the mucous membrane of the eye, the venom begins to damage the cornea, which causes severe pain and leads to the aggressor leaving the snake alone. Sometimes the damage to the eye is so severe that it leads to blindness. In order to surely hit the enemy, some cobras have learned to spit in small bursts, as if they have a poisonous machine gun in their mouths. For example, the black-necked spitting cobra can shoot venom up to 28 times in a row. The fluid travels about 150 meters in 1 second. This is accomplished thanks to the contraction of special muscles that push the venom out of the cobra's fangs. What's interesting is that this mechanism exists in several species of the cobra in different parts of the world. Snakes are also excellent swimmers, but they usually live on land. Only those few species that live in swampy areas or on the banks of bodies of water swim on a regular basis. There are also sea snakes. They spend most of their time in the water. Surprisingly, one of them is the champion in terms of strength of its venom, the Belcher snake. Its venom is the strongest. It's 100 times more venomous than that of the taipan, leaving the cobra and the rattlesnake far behind. The venom includes a toxin that destroys muscles. What's interesting is that the snake is not long, ranging from half a meter to a meter in length. It lives in the Pacific Ocean and is found on the coasts of America, Australia, the Philippines, and several other countries. Of course, the Belcher snake adapted to life underwater. It easily dives, bites, and hunts its prey underwater. Like all snakes, it breathes atmospheric air, but can hold its breath for up to 8 minutes. Its body is flattened on the sides, so the entire body acts like one large fin. You can be in awe of the snake swimming and watch it for a long time, but you can't relax. Only a few milligrams of the venom is enough to overcome 1,000 people. Why does a sea snake need such strong venom? The reason lies in the type of prey that it hunts. Metabolism and the circulatory system of fish and mollusks is completely different than that of land creatures. Therefore, the most common fish can be many times more resistant to venom than a much larger and stronger animal. Since the Belcher snake hunts fish, it was forced to develop such a powerful weapon. At the same time, it rarely shows aggression towards people and hides if it encounters scuba divers. Now, let's return to Australia and meet the brown snake. The eastern brown snake is extremely aggressive. For example, when a cobra spreads its hood but sees that a person is not approaching it, the snake will not attack. The rattlesnake warns others with sound for peaceful purposes. Even the spitting cobra does not attack immediately. However, as soon as the brown snake sees a person or another trespasser in its territory, it attacks immediately. It doesn't warn its victims and doesn't try to scare them away. It's strange because producing venom consumes a lot of energy, and it is not an easy process for the body. That's why most reptiles conserve energy and resort to biochemical weapons only as the last resort. Moreover, many venomous snakes, when defending themselves, try to use as little venom as possible, and even shoot blank sometimes to scare the enemy away. But the eastern brown snake often tries to inject as much venom as possible into the victim's blood. Its venom is about 30 times stronger than that of the king cobra. The antidote can save a person only if it is administered within half an hour of the bite. but even then, there is no guarantee. In total, about 100 species of poisonous snakes live in Australia, but 80% of all the people who get bit are bitten by the eastern brown snake. That's because these snakes love to crawl into houses, shoes, and basements. In addition, they also settle in agricultural areas to hunt mice. Friends, that's it for today. Tell us in the comments which snake most amazed you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.